trials amount, Tiamat. We got an 82 DPS contribution. What? We got a 628, a 793, and a 747. Taken off straight out of Wing. What do I got? I got Intelligence 10. Intelligence 10 restriction. I don't think we've done that one yet. Let's see what happens. See what we can do. With this kind of restriction. Oh, I'm using too many. No, I've got familiars. Why isn't it letting me put them out? Oh my god, that bug again. Rude. Alright, let me, oh god, I can't use Karlach. She's not smart enough. That's gonna be a problem. That's actually gonna be a problem. Do we have a backup DPS? I don't know that we do. Currently. Oh, Catty Bree. We got Catty Bree. She's smart enough. She's a wizard. You're a wizard, Catty. It's not Dark Urge, no. We don't really have any spreaders, any man spreaders for Atreus, do we? Okay, so this is one of those where we treat it like a deep push. We just go hard. I really want to do this for about an hour, so at most. Notice that. Is that? Nope, she doesn't spread either. Well, shoot. Well, shoot. I guess for now, we're probably gonna go. Do a little something like this. Hit it. You're not actually trying to do damage anymore. Be dexterous. We'll find. Okay. On and popping. What game's next on my demo list? Hold on, let me pull up Steam. I didn't have it open. That's not where I left it. I have a demo for a game called Last Moon and a demo for a game called Star Trucker. So I'll want to do those on demo day at some point. Yesterday we did Republic of Pirates. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't, you know, ships don't work like that, but it was, there was enough there. Like the ship part was, you know, it was very like simulation enough that there was enough like, cause I really don't even care about the ship part in that. Like I just want I want the nation building and stuff. And then there was it was good piratey nation building. It felt like. Felt like it was appropriate. It felt like a good, what do you call? I just totally forgot the word. Successor to my favorite kind of sim pirate nation building game, which is Tropico 2 Pirate Isle. The other Tropicos, I've tried the other Tropicos. They do not deliver for me what Tropico 2 is. They went full Banana Republic. I don't really care for that kind of stuff. So, did it end up being $25? Yeah, I'd pay $25 for that. I would pay $25 for that. Once I get to the point where we can like settle in and just play a game. I've got so many games right now, but at some point, yeah, I expect the non-Idle Champions days to be Republic of Pirates at some point in the future. I would enjoy that quite a bit. Oh, all those are done. Okay. Oh, wow, we've had no new codes. No new codes? What does it mean? All right, I'll take these gold chests. We're hunting for epics for Rhea. We unlocked Rhea the other day. There's one. Tired badge of the Hell Rider. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, it's on sale right now? I don't know that 10% off isn't enough to make me go, oh my god, I'm gonna get it right now. But at the same time, I really want to make sure that, I guess I kind of want to make sure that developer understands they made something that I like. That's something else you gotta keep in mind, right? Because really, you know, at launch week sales, first week sales, it's a big deal for how they can like figure out, all right, how much, you know, can we start investing into this game, into like future development, right? They make a lot of their decisions based off that. So if it's slow at first, but then it picks up later, it's like, well, sometimes it's a little too late to shift gears and start trying to boost stuff. All right, we'll see. We'll see. I'll check my budget. But I do have a lot of other games to play. We have a lot of other like full games that I've been gifted that I need to play through. Some that I purchased. We're kind of we got to build up. We got a backlog because we've been doing just this for so long. For 77 days. It's been 77 days. That's right. We were building up Strongheart. Building up Strongheart with some item levels. We're just trying to get him to around 50. He's real close. He needed like 12. We're just done with it. Just do it on. How big did he get? 51. Perfect. Okay. Next up. Ooh, a Starring is born? Duke Ravenguard's going to get stuff from the event. Definitely want to get him to around 50. I'm thinking a Starring. Yeah. That was weird how that played out. Well, but streaming days are, I mean, that's, you know, when we're talking about how much gameplay time we've had available to us, it's all of our streaming days have been here. So when I'm not streaming, I'm usually just trying to make some kind of headway in raid. So which doesn't always happen. The backlog of games that's gonna last 15 years. Yeah, that's the dangerous. That's why I don't just buy anything that looks decent, because it's like I got. And why sometimes things just sit on my wish list forever, even if they've had really good sales come up. I'm just like, no, I don't have time to play that. So eventually, those games, if they come up on a really good sale, like 50 to 70% off, and it's been a couple times, and I've never bought them, I'm just like taking it off the wish list. Clearly, I don't want to play that. Otherwise, I would have bought it and played it by now. And that helps my wallet out a bit. We have a Reddit Q&A today. Hold on, I pulled it up, but I didn't even start reading it. Okay. What do we got going on? Yeah, if you play the game on Epic, you got until tomorrow to log in and get your reward pack. And there was a Discord giveaway going on. Is it done yet? Oh. Well, that's weird. Okay. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be done. It's the spoilers that came out. He has an amazing mustache. She knows all of your secrets. The rest is classified. This is the Spies and Detectives theme coming up, clearly. Clearly. Can't redeem an Epic reward if you play on Steam. How would you do that? Epic is its own platform. Epic is its own platform. Epic Games is a different place than Steam. It's a different place than PlayStation or Xbox. It's an Epic exclusive giveaway. So you log in on Epic. That your account on Epic, if you play the game on Epic, gets all the free stuff. It doesn't go anywhere else. John says the Duke's specialization to help Will is on the list to look into, which doesn't sound very promising. So no ETA on that. Why would... Sometimes I'm confused. Folks, if this ever happens to you, don't ever let this happen to you. I attempted to complete a Tier 3 mission for Duke, and at level 780, the dragon was stunned and started powering up. It stopped taking damage, stayed like that for over 8 hours. Okay, look. If you're fighting something and it stops taking damage, you shouldn't even be waiting 8 minutes before you go back and try something else. 8 hours? Don't let that be you, please. If that was you, please don't ever. 8 minutes would be too long to sit and wait for something to happen usually. So, yeah. Wow. Yeah, and if something just stops taking damage, was taking damage, and then stops, restart your client. Not the adventure, the client. Someone used to play the game on Steam, but now prefers to play it on their phone? That comment took a turn I was not expecting. Alright, hold on, let me level up my champion. We're not doing as much damage, I just realized. Come on, get it. I mean, we should be able to. We should be able to soft cap on this run pretty easily. I feel like we can go from 0 to soft cap constantly now, even with this kind of limited formation. But even without car lock, how dare they? 8 hours. That's like watching Titanic twice. Exactly. Or the Lord of the Rings trilogy once without taking any breaks. I think, maybe. Okay, that's about it. I don't know. Not a whole lot else there, though. It's really something that I'm looking to find out. Lots of new players asking questions, which is good. We want to see that. We want to see lots of that. A new player perspective in the Q&As. Lord of the Rings is close to 10. Oh, see, that's why I was worried. I was like, maybe 8 isn't enough. Okay, you can watch the extended edition of the third Lord of the Rings movie in the same amount of time. There we go. Do we have any further to walk? Like just that part. I was not a huge I didn't grow up reading Lord of the Rings, so my introduction to it was like movies and stuff. Like the animated movie when I was a kid, and now, these more recent ones. And when it got to the third movie and like half the movie was just them cutting to the two hobbits complaining about how far they had to walk and how tired they were, I was like, they could have trimmed like an hour off this just from this. We get it. You're walking a long ways. We get it. I just couldn't. I was like, oh, I was so frustrated. And I know there's a lot of fans that are like, oh no, that's the best because it is a long way. They went so far. And it's like, oh, I got that. I got, but there was more than I needed. There's more walk. It's like it's almost. I have the same problem with Tom Cruise running in every Mission Impossible movie. I get it, Tom. You can run. Don't need to see 20 minutes of you running in every single Mission Impossible movie. Don't need it. Don't care. Fuck it, that's a whole lot of Gone was tier 3, level 850. I mean, I don't know what to tell you there because I felt like all of Duke Ravengard's stuff was super easy, straightforward. I mean, yeah, you got to have, melee champions. So there's a power check involved, but I felt like, you weren't really. Well, to be fair, I also had Strongheart. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you other than, I don't know, get Strongheart if you don't have Strongheart. All Gandalf needed to do is summon some eagles. Look, when he was when they were in the mines and he turned and yelled at them, "Fly, you fools!" And they didn't get it. They didn't understand. Yeah, like he was telling them to go take some eagles. They didn't, He was under some stress. He was about to have a fight. He did not want. So I get that he wasn't communicating as clearly as he could have been. But he did tell them to fly, and so I feel like that's on them. Okay, we're running into some damage issues, clearly. Minsk throwing down E2 12 damage, though. That's not bad. There's that soft cap we were looking for. Minsk on the soft kappa? Excuse me. As Justin calls them, Minx. Is Minsk in the soft kappas? Minx. I don't understand. That's not how the letters are. It's not the order of the letters. Alright, okay, this guy. This guy. Here. We actually want more like this. That's actually going to be bigger. Bigger buff. I like big buffs in a can that one. The reason why the soft cap is so much different from Championship, I don't know what you mean. They're all within a range of a few, isn't it like within about 5 orders of magnitude? That was my understanding. I don't know, I haven't looked at the numbers for everybody in a while, but I always thought they were always within about EO5 or so. Which, considering, like, in this game, that's not a big difference, it feels like. For 2,000. What do you mean 2,000? Are you talking about their upgrade levels? Because I'm talking costs. Cost is what you should be looking at. Their upgrade levels doesn't matter at all. That doesn't mean anything. Literally doesn't mean anything. It's the cost that matters. It's the cost you should be comparing. Oh, we're in. Yeah, we'll talk about more of that when we get back from the ad break. But TLDR, it's the purchase cost. The total cost to upload. You know, you get into the E80s, that's the soft cap, period. Everybody. Alright, Punk. Yeah, there we go. E20. Why is Entreus my TV? Oh, no. I mean, I get it. It makes sense. BBEG is buffing Entreus and not Caddy Bree. Caddy Bree's too smart for him. Caddy Bree's too smart for him. Okay, so we gotta swap that out so Caddy Bree can actually do some damage. There we go. Okay, so you're confusing me, MC. You're like, why are there such a big variance? But now you're like, the cost isn't made a big deal because you have so much favor. Well, then why do you care about the level? Look, it's just they just decided it was part of the design and development process that not everybody levels at the same rate. Everybody's gonna have a different level. It was just a choice. Literally, it's just game design. I don't know what to tell you. That's literally just game design in action. I mean, Makos is the biggest extreme. Makos versus like Delana is kind of the biggest extreme there. Well, it's literally just how game design works. Okay, we need to swap some people out because this is not working. I think that. But yeah, ultimately the balance when it comes to the champions is the cost to upgrade. And you may not think that cost means much, but I mean that's literally how everything is balanced. Everything's balanced around the price. And you know, everybody doesn't start out. Well, everybody does start at the same favorite, 0, and then where you go from there, yeah, it changes. That's just, again, that's game design. Didn't have to do anything else other than game design. Yeah, Shevik, they do some weird crossovers in World of Warships. For example, I believe I don't want whittle, yeah. Whittle, yeah. They did like a Transformers crossover in that game. I think Jason Charles Miller didn't Jason voice Optimus Prime for that? In that game. I think that's They do some stuff over there. Oh, that did it. Oh, sweet. We should probably put in somebody that's not Human as a tank. Maybe. I got nobody here to tank. I got nobody here to tank. I mean, I could Walnut, but that's not the greatest. Plus that nut. I really want Carlock, and I don't have Carlock. That's the problem. That's the problem here. $226. I mean, I feel like 226 a pretty good. That's a pretty good contribution. $239 technically at our highest. Right. Get wrecked. Level 1500 for me has less power than a level 3000. That's not how that works. Every champion's going to have a different power curve. Again, it has nothing to do with their levels. It has to do with their power curve based off cost. Based off their cost, not their levels. Now, beyond that, what you got to remember beyond their soft cap, every time you put a point in like an upgrade into them, their damage is boosted by like 1%. So if you take them really high, yeah, like you could potentially run into some interesting damage curves, but but the costs it's all balanced off the cost, not the numbers shown down here, but the gold cost. How does the degradation for Bud works? It drops. What can I do to raise it? You got to hit him hard again. It's literally your most recent hard hit. And it decays, starts decaying after a certain number of seconds, and then it continues to decay until you hit hard again. You have to either figure out how to spike your Bud, like I do here with Esmeralda's ultimate, that creates an EO9 debuff for a limited amount of time that spikes my Bud real high, but then it decays. Well, then it starts decaying. That's how Bud works. They don't want you to sit at whatever your highest value was forever. They want you to keep hitting that target over and over and over again. Yeah, again, MC, it's just game design. It's just how they designed it. They're not trying to hide any secret or anything. It's just they made a choice. Justin made a choice when he was doing this that he wanted everybody to kind of level up differently, because it's not D&D. It's D&D. It's a D&D themed game. It's not D&D. So otherwise, everybody would get to level 20 and they'd stop, right? If this was D&D, if this was the actual D&D, so yeah. Speaking of actual D&D, tonight over on the Dungeon Scrawlers channel, Bandy returns. Time to loot the bodies. Somebody gonna loot the bodies. Oh, 30 stack of pilfer. Wow. This could be a problem. That's well, okay. All the stacks landed on this guy. Are we gonna be able to get past this? Let's see. Give me another well-fed. We'll drop our ults. If we can't, then we're pretty much. I mean, we got a lot of we hit 247 total contribution. That's pretty big. Pretty big for Caddy Bree, for a backup Caddy Bree. Got it in. Got it in. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could have thrown a Zaka out and tried to Zaka farm that, but I don't really care about the favor here. We're E29. That's good. It's not why I'm here. We soft capped. I'm getting my biggest damage from this run. I'm not worried. I only do like a second run if I didn't like. I would consider a second run if I just didn't have. If I didn't think I was doing the damage contribution that I could. But I mean, I feel like, hey, we're soft cap. I just over leveled. We're here. We're here. Just I forgot to restart to get my familiars back. I hate that bug. Right now, I just want to stack up well fed a bit before we pop these fools. See what happens. Sure. That was okay. There we go. Needed more ultimates. Hey, Infinite. Hey, Dance Lover. I almost just want to hit E30 just because. Oh, we're up to 42,000 gems. I mean, we really need to earn those gems today. Okay, so we're stuck on. Once again, we got to wait for our debuffs to come back. Remember, this is like an EO9 boost. As long as she's maxed, and she is on her debuff applications, that's EO9. So we're gonna cut this one close. I'm gonna make sure we're well fed one more time. One more time to be truly well fed. All right, here we go. Nope. So you're just barely getting any damage on that guy. Is he gonna die? Nope. Okay. I wait for it all to come back and do it again. As long as we're not dead. That's pretty much my daily mantra. Hey, look, I'm just going to get up and do it all over again as long as I'm not dead. Welcome to my daily grind. Welcome to my daily life. Alright, here we go. Pop. No, nothing. I got that guy done. Holy cow. I'm pretty proud of us getting almost to 800 in less than, in just over 30 minutes. That was pretty good. Guess we do it again. Ooh, yeah, nobody. Doesn't really. I feel like this is a good setup. We just need better gear on these, though. Really. It's wearing him down, but we're not able to hit it. 254 DPS now. Additive. Building up, but we don't really care about doing that for long. Alright, we're good. Then, get out of here. That was a good contribution for day one. How'd we stack up? 742. Better than this person? Way better. I don't know what's going on up here. Not quite as good as these two, but I'd say I'm competitive. I got a bad restriction. Losing Carlock, who is Bay, really held me back. So like E254, I know for a fact we can break E300 with Carlock. So this would have been much, much bigger deal had we done that. So, hold on. Yeah, no, we're going to have to do day 2. Because that's not enough damage. That's not enough damage.